Before there were kings and crowns, before the forest learned the names of men. There was sound, endless, divine, alive. The sky itself had a heartbeat, the celestial drums. Their rhythm gave breath to creation, duum, 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 and every leaf, beast, and river danced to it. The gods of the sky beat those drums to weave the fabric of time. When they struck softly, rains fell. When they struck fiercely, thunder was born. But one day, pride and desire entered the heavens. The youngest goddess, Nalya, keeper of rhythm and rain, loved the sound more than her duty. She played the drums not for balance, but for beauty. And her melodies drifted too low, touching the ears of mortals. Below, in the forest of emerald and shadow, a young drummer named Arrow heard them. And in that moment, sky and earth looked at each other and fell in love. Arrow was the son of Ngala, a hunter who spoke to spirits, and Kina, a woman whose voice could calm storms. He lived in the village of Makoyo, where trees rose like pillars of time and mist carried the scent of rain. He was tall, dark as rich soil, and his hands bore the calluses of one born to rhythm. When he drummed, the forest stirred, parrots cried, monkeys fell silent, even the river changed its flow to listen. The elders said, "When the boy beats the skin, the ancestors dance." But Arrow played not to summon spirits. He played because his heart was full of longing he could not name. One night while he drummed by the fire, a strange light shimmered through the canopy, pale blue, flickering like breath. A voice drifted through the air, soft and haunting. "Your rhythm calls to me, child of clay. Do you know who listens?" Arrow froze. "Who speaks from the wind?" "The one your sound has awakened." The forest fell utterly still. Arrow looked upward and saw her. Descending like mist, clothed in light, was Nalya, her skin the color of moonlit rain, her hair flowing in silver waves that dissolved into vapor. Her eyes were storms caught between mercy and might. He fell to his knees. "You are no woman." "No," she said, smiling faintly. "I am the rhythm you hear when thunder sleeps." And when she spoke, the world trembled not in fear, but recognition. Days passed, and Nalya returned often. She would come at twilight, when the sky turned bronze, to listen as Arrow played by the river. He showed her mortal sounds, drums carved from trees, flutes made from bone, songs born from sorrow. And Nalya taught him the sky's music, the invisible rhythm that binds wind to rain. Together they played, and their duet stitched the heavens and the earth closer. The rains came at their command, the rivers glowed, the forest grew wild with harmony. But not all songs are meant to be heard by the gods. High above, the council of sky spirits grew suspicious. The elder god of thunder, Kanu, said, "The drums beat too low, something stirs beneath the clouds, the balance trembles." When they searched the heavens, they found Nalya missing, her drum silent, her rhythm mingling with the mortal world. The decree was swift. If the goddess of rhythm defies her station, the sky shall silence her forever. One night, as Nalya and Arrow played beside the glowing river, the wind changed. The stars blinked out, one by one. The forest sighed, as if holding its breath. Then thunder spoke, not from afar, but from everywhere at once. "Nalya, daughter of the clouds, you have broken the sacred law. No god shall love a mortal." Arrow stood before her. "She has harmed no one." "You have stolen rhythm from the heavens," Kanu roared, appearing in a storm of flame and shadow. "For this, your sound shall die." Lightning struck the river. The drums of the sky cracked. The rhythm that had tied worlds together shattered like a broken calabash. Nalya screamed, not in pain, but in sorrow, as her hands turned transparent. The curse had begun. "I will not let them take you," Arrow shouted. He leapt into the river and beat his drum furiously, the beats merging with thunder, defying the gods. But the curse of heaven cannot be drowned by courage. The river swallowed them both. And for the first time since creation, the sky fell silent. Weeks turned into moons. The rain no longer came, crops turned to dust, birds flew without song. The people of Makoyo said, "The gods no longer dance." Arrow's drum washed up on the riverbank split, but still humming faintly as though mourning. The elders built a shrine and said prayers for the boy who defied thunder. But in the deep heart of the forest, beneath layers of root and stone, Arrow woke. He was alive and not alone. Beside him lay Nalya, her glow dimmed, her voice a whisper of rain. "I am bound," she said weakly. "My power is fading. Soon I will vanish, and the drums of the sky will die with me." Arrow took her hand. "Then I will climb to the heavens and beat them in your name." Nalya's dim eyes widened. "No mortal can reach the sky." "Then I will not die mortal." And thus began his impossible journey. To reach the sky, Arrow had to find the bridge of silence, hidden beyond the mountains of mist, guarded by the spirits of wind. He journeyed through lands no man had seen, forests that wept blood, deserts where shadows spoke, rivers that flowed backward. He met a spirit woman named Zama, whose body was carved of wind. She said, "To touch the sky, you must first beat the heart of the world." She led him to a tree older than time, the drum tree, whose trunk throbbed with the pulse of creation. Arrow cut from it a single piece of living wood. The tree cried not in pain, but in blessing. "Make your drum," Zama whispered, "and fill it with your soul." Arrow hollowed it, stretched his own garment over it, and with blood from his palm sealed its skin. When he struck it, the sound was not of this earth. Dum. The mountains shook, the stars flickered. Even the sleeping gods turned their gaze. On the seventh dawn, Arrow reached the foot of the Bridge of Silence, a vast arc of light rising through clouds. Every step upward stole his breath, but his rhythm never faltered. He drummed as he climbed, each beat defying gravity. Dum. At the summit, he found the celestial drums, cracked and cold. Nalya's throne stood empty. A voice boomed, "Kanu again. Mortal fool, you come to challenge the heavens." Arrow bowed his head, not challenge, remind. He lifted his drum and struck once. The sound rippled through eternity, the broken drums quivered. He struck again. With each beat, Nalya's fading light in the underworld brightened. Her spirit rose, drawn by his sound. Thunder cracked, not in anger, but in awakening. "You would give your life for her?" Thunder asked. Arrow smiled. "It was hers long before I was born." He played one final rhythm, a song he had learned from her laughter, and as he did, his body began to dissolve into light. His spirit merged with the rhythm, traveling upward in waves of sound. In the heavens, Nalya's essence reformed beside the drums. She wept at the sight of Arrow's fading soul. "You gave everything," she whispered. He smiled faintly. "You taught me that love and rhythm are the same, both born to be shared." Together, for one last time, they played. Their duet was not of this world, a song of rain and lightning, sorrow and joy, death and rebirth. The drums of the sky came alive again, glowing brighter than suns. The rain returned to the earth in sheets of light, rivers sang, trees swayed in worship. The people of Makoyo looked upward, tears mixing with rainwater, and said, "The boy has taught the gods to love again." When the final note faded, the heavens were silent, not empty, but full of peace. Arrow and Nalya were gone, only their rhythm remained. They say that on nights when thunder hums softly instead of roaring, the gods remember. And when lightning flickers gently, it is Nalya's smile. Children of Makoyo are taught. When the drum calls, listen. It may be the heartbeat of love that even heaven could not silence. Elders whisper that every rainstorm carries their duet, woven into the downpour's rhythm. And deep in the forest, if you press your ear to the drum tree, you can still hear it, a distant, eternal pulse. Dum.